Hi guys, welcome to Trazon.com. This is Mohit Soni and you are looking at a very old bike in a brand new form. It's called the Ninja 300. It was launched back way in 2013 and coming straight to the point, it has always been criticized for its price because everything else seems to be just fine except for the price. Kawasaki is finally heard our prayers is what I would like to say, and they've almost gotten rid of 70,000 rupees of the ex-showroom price and given us ABS. That was the second thing that was it was criticized for, and it comes with this all new livery along with some Indian spec changes. So let's look at the design and how it rides. As you can see, it gets these very loud graphics. Not tasteful to many eyes, but it does grab a lot of attention. It does look like a new bike. It still managed to grabs people attention and chase us and ask us questions about it, and we've told them that it's the same 300. What it gets very big here is this grab rail, which is great for pillion and if you want to mount some baggage or something, but it's primarily a grab rail, so we suggest you get rid of it because the bike does look kind of weird with this. It continues to get these ZX14 inspired alloy wheels, a fat exhaust. It's a BS4 bike. That's the graphics here, along with these vents which are ZX14 inspired, just like the wheels. That's the ABS. That's how you recognize the 2018 version. The twin headlights are here, very ZX10R inspired, and again an ABS badging here. Yep. Fit finish quality overall is fantastic. Plastics feel really good to feel and touch everywhere. Even here, what you don't get is a lot of features actually. That's again a missing point since day one, and Kawasaki still hasn't added anything. So there is a provision here for the hazard light, but it's not there. The cluster, it still manages to look good, lot of telltale lights, but does not have any fuel efficiency parameters or apart from any 2 trip meters, odometer and a clock. It doesn't have much to offer. Kawasaki has also forgotten to put a cover here, which even smaller bikes have. We don't know why Kawasaki does not do that. I think that's not a part of the localization package. It gets speaking of the localization package, it gets a Mrf tires which are far more better than the IRCs that were offered earlier and till date. With the localized bike, you get the Zapper, Nilo Grip Zapper S, pretty good. They are good. The lean angles are great. It's not supremely communicative or feedback rich like how the Apollos and the Italian premium rubber offers, but they do a pretty good job over the IRC and the Bridgestones that have been offered by Kawasaki in the past and even today with some 650s. Seat height really low. 5'5" people also should be able to ride. That's what you keep on asking us in questions. We've answered it here. Pillion seat all right. It can do weekend tours with your buddy or your whoever you want to accompany. So coming back to the features part, it still does not get an LED tail lamp or an LED headlamp at the front, despite the fact now 150cc bikes also get it. I think we'll get that with the next upgrade of the Ninja 300, which should happen within 2 years. For now, let's discuss the localization part. It gets this pedal disc from Endurance, the caliper from Endurance, and the master cylinder also comes from Endurance. The braking is good. There's hardly any feedback. The power could have been better. It's very neutral, so anybody can do high speed braking or low speed braking. That is not a problem. The suspension pliant enough. It is stiff and pliant at the same time, so ride quality in short is really good without compromising much on handling. It's very stable at any given speed, be it 20, 60, 40 or above 100. It does really a good job of staying on the road, glued to the road. And in terms of sheer handling, it's quite easy. It's quite an easy bike to flick around. The new tire support the lean angles quite well. The tires are much more communicative, like I said earlier, and yeah, it's a very easygoing bike. It is sporty enough, but still not sporty, let's say, as the KTM, which in the new versions are quite smooth and sporty at the same time. So there is a benchmark, but the Ninja um, offers the kind of friendliness the KTM still do not do today. Um, the pricing, well, at 3.5 or 3.6 in most cities on road, it is still a little bit expensive, because the KTM Duke 390 sells in most cities around 3 lakh rupees on road, so it still has a premium over its rival. But now it seems a little more value for money. Kawasaki is always asking for a premium. This time the premium is almost justified. It could do with a lot of features, but nevertheless you get a bike which has a proven engine. It has great rideability in the city. The engine is smooth, it's refined, it's reliable, it's bomb proof. You can redline it all day long. There's nothing going to go wrong with the engine. We've seen that fact over these years. It's got great mid-range and a very healthy top end. So all of this makes this bike quite an impressive package over its rival. It still has a decent amount of performance, not off the line, but because it takes 7 seconds to do 0 to 100, which now the TVS Apache RR310 also does, and that comes at a much cheaper rate. But this bike has a lot of top end power which the Apache lacks. But again, the KTM Duke 390 has a lot more power than this. So the value for money game, you can't steal anything from KTM, but Ninja has always, the Kawasaki brand has always asked for a premium, and that seems very much justified now. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below. If you like what we do, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel. We'll be getting you more content in Hindi and English. Follow us on social media, the links are in the description below. We'll be putting a text review of this bike, so if you think we've missed anything, you can find that on the text review. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. Subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned. Ride safe.